we're back with John.
Yes.
Did you ever think this is how it was going to be? Did you think fatherhood was going to be like this? Has it been kind of a really, what has it been like, thinking about when your first one to your third one, how much life has changed? Is it?
Well, it's changed in every way conceivable, but I always knew that I would want to be a dad. I knew that I'd want to be married and have children someday. I felt that was something I would always do, but nobody really tells you just the ins and outs of what you're most shocked by is how much you learn on the job. And any parent, I think, will tell you that it's just you're just learning as you go, and people will give you advice, and people will give you little anecdotes about I remember when this, and when you're in the moment, like when you have a baby, and you see kids with their parents with 12-year-olds, you're like, wow, God, my kid will never be 12. It's crazy, I can't even relate. And then suddenly you have a 13-year-old and she's starting to sass you, and then you look back at that little baby, it's like, I remember that. That was kind of nice, a sweet little baby, and didn't talk back to you, and sass you or anything. But no, it's really fun to watch their progression and watch especially how they learn from each other, and how much more quickly the third is maturing than the first one did, because she has two big sisters, and she wants to be a big girl, and so she doesn't want to be excluded from anything. And sometimes big girls want to watch Friends, on Netflix, and that's totally not appropriate for the 7-year-old, because there's actually a lot of talk about sex on Friends. I forgot, it's been 20 years, but there's a lot of booty talk on that.
A lot of booty talk.
Holds up, though.
It is a good. I know.
Holds up.
So, with 3 kids, 3 really different personalities.
Mm-hmm. Radically different personalities. Yeah. Really different, and the third one, I don't know where she came from. She's awesome, but she's so strong, and she's got like elements of my wife, and elements, I'm sure, of me, and the elements of my Grandpa Johnson, and you just strong, like ferocious personality. And the middle one is just sweet and as a cuddler, and really artistic and beautiful, and they're all beautiful. But then the first one is like. The first one used to be a stud soccer player and played club soccer, and then she kind of discovered musical theater, and I was like, no! But,
I know. I would much rather be going to see her on the U.S. women's soccer team,
right? Or get a scholarship. But she loves it, and obviously I can't speak because I grew up doing the same thing, so there's no.
Which is why you're going.
I'm going. Don't do
And
it.
she's in California.
And she's in L.A. and she's member SAG now, and so it's like she's in the union. She actually has a job. I mean, it's crazy, man.
Oh my gosh, that sounds crazy. But that's pretty wild.
But it's amazing, and I don't mean to. I'm just, obviously I'm joking, but it's a formative. It's the greatest. It's the greatest moment of your life, and it's the greatest. It's the most challenging but also most rewarding thing that anyone could ever do, is to try and guide and mold a child, and to teach them what it means to hopefully be a decent human, eventually. No, I'm certainly not, but hopefully they will be.
Yeah, what's the word? You hit the nail on the head. I think of myself as a youth and young adult, and even as now, and my guidance is, please don't do the same shit that I did.
Oh, God.
Do not do the same thing that I did.
I hope they have their mother's good sense and not mine.
Please have your mother's brain.
Oh, man.